Well, I was lucky enough to be the first director of DCMME. So when I came online, we were sort of transitioning towards including the supply chain as part of our offering in the center. So I actually started that while I was still a second-year MBA student, operations, and continued into that for another year. And in that year, we launched the Global Supply Chain Management Initiative. And so I got to do a lot of the work on the branding and sort of the interviewing of the companies that were our customers as to what sort of stuff they'd be interested in, and then do a lot of work with the students. So the students were very, very excited that we were starting supply chain, and they were so interested in helping out. So I particularly remember that we worked on putting together the first partner meeting that transitioned to the Global Supply Chain Conference. And so in that conference, the students took a big role in bringing together the first case competition. And we had a large turnout. I don't remember the number of teams, but a lot of teams representing some really great programs came out to that competition. And I think it went really, really well. I remember that we did the case with Eyal Barash on IP law, which is interesting because I see Eyal fairly regularly now in what I do as I work with entrepreneurs who are working on their IP. So that was probably the most memorable or impactful thing that I got to work on. So I think it was a pretty successful first start and a very memorable thing for me. I was an industrial engineer and an operations student as well. So I had my hands pretty well into what DCMME had done and the companies that were involved. So it didn't really take that long to get off running, working with the different parties on this new effort. I really enjoyed we built a really great website. I felt like the branding was fun as well to bring forward some of our ideas. And actually, I felt like we did a good job of synthesizing some of our key offerings so that they were understandable and presented a good case for companies to invest. And another thing that I did fairly early was also start to plan the spring break trip for the students. So at that time, we didn't have this extended spring break, and it was sort of in the works, and we piloted one of the first organized, I believe, spring break trips to China. So I went over to China, met with a bunch of different company reps and the university there as well to sort of bring that together and for the first time as well.